Hi everyone and welcome back to today's More Report Charts Appraisals on Tuesday the 29th of September with me, Richard Perry, Market Analyst at Hantech Markets. Let's move on to dollar yen now. And while we're still playing out this range, there was a negative sentiment within the range yesterday. Seemed to be following on early on today, but then since then we've seen another rebound. Just look at the amount of times you see the intraday tails below sort of arguably 120 figure really, but it's very interesting, isn't it, the fact that you see all these intraday moves but never really holding on to the move. So every time you get towards the bottom, and the bottom of the range is sort of becoming 119 figure, sort of is tightening up. It was previously sort of 1830 area, then sort of 1850, 1860, and now it's become sort of 19 figure, and 1920 is interesting as well, because 1920 was the low from last Thursday, and it's subsequently the low today as well. I mean, the momentum indicators are very much range bound, so still looking out for direction on that front. But look at this here. Again, just pure chop, isn't it? From a day-to-day basis, just intraday moves. Sold off and bang, you see a rally. RSI. I mean, I've been talking about 30 on the hourly RSI, but you do get these occasional dips below. And again today, we've had that dip below, but a big rebound, just as that sort of comes back towards that 1920 support. So you're sort of still playing around with this range, and you can't get any real sort of indication on it. I said yesterday that 20 figure on 20 was a big sort of pivot level within this range. It's not particularly clean pivot level, but still I think it's a very interesting point to make, that it does tend to sort of quite often make that sort of move back towards 20 figure, and that being used as sort of the new level. So initially that is your sort of line of resistance. You had a couple of supports here, and then again you had the resistance coming in. You've just had this jump, so 20 figure is your first port of call. If you start to see the yen sort of trading above 20 figure, then you can start to think, well, maybe it's going to continue to rally through the resistance and back towards the highs of the range again, because I'm still of the opinion that you're playing this RSI. So you're just about to have a MACD buy signal. You've had your stochastics buy signal. It's not a great buy signal because it bumped along the bottom for so long, but it certainly has turned up and improving. But that MACD signal is interesting, isn't it? Because every time these MACD signals tend to work, you've had one there, a decent one there, which would coincide with both these lows, and again we're in the process of making another one here. So could this be again another low that throws you back towards the highs again? It's perfectly possible, but it is a very short-term trade that you need to make on this chart, because there's no trend whatsoever. You're basically just entirely sideways on a daily basis. So I wish you good luck in your trading today.